Within a few days, this pair offered 3 very similar setups, and we just closed our winning trade. The setups were very simple, but even more importantly, extremely clear and safe. And the setups like this can be found every single day across every asset and time frame. We trade them on a consistent basis, and they prove to be extremely profitable over the long term. So let's jump back to the beginning of the trade and let me explain you the setups. So today I'm looking at US dollar, Canadian dollar on the 15 minutes time frame. If you're new here, please subscribe to support the channel and to see more videos like this one where we trade the markets the minimalist way by making clear and simple analysis by using clear and simple indicators. Today on this pair, I'm using the bottom stop signal, the levels and zones, and the RSI exhaustion. And I clearly see one great setup here. Actually, I see 3 setups. One here, one that was here, which could have been traded, and another one which is very similar to the one that we are about to trade here. So let me show you the setups. So the first one here was that the price went almost on a straight line, so it's sideways, so because we are at the same level here. But the point is that the RSI down here went down, so we had divergence, which is the first condition that we always look before placing any trade. First condition to have divergence between the price and the RSI exhaustion, and we have it right here. The second condition is to have the RSI exhausted, which means in this case we want to sell, so it must be green, and we have it here, and we also have it here, which is okay in coincidence with these tops here. And the third rule is, of course, to have a top, and we have it here. So we could have traded this trade with the target this low, so at this support level down here. Of course, the trade will still be open, but I'm confident that we will get to this level anytime soon with the price, and in fact I'm taking a very similar trade here. But first let me show you also this one. This one is like this. So the price is actually moving down, because you see that the price is moving down, and the RSI here instead is moving up. So we have a significant divergence, even greater than this one, which means that we should expect the price to move higher, and in fact it did. So we had divergence, we had exhaustion. In this case we are looking for the price to move higher, so we need bearish exhaustion, and we have it here. And we also look for a bottom, and we have 1, 2, and 3. But the 1 is just to begin with, and then we need at least a second, and we have 2 actually. So this was a trade that I would have traded to the upside, of course, with the stop loss at least maybe here below the buy area here. If you wanted to be more conservative, at least at the level of the support here, and with the target at least at the resistance level up here. So back to our trade that we are going to take right now. So we have the price, which is moving kind of wait, sorry, but this is pretty difficult. Okay, so the price is moving kind of sideways here, because it made a top once and then it made another top here, but the RSI is moving way down. I mean, it's very moving down. So, and it was also overbought here. It was overbought. So this opportunity is even better than the previous one, than the first one, because here we had the price kind of the same level, just pretty much like here. But the RSI was not overbought, just slightly overbought, and it was going down with a smoother piece. Instead here it's just moving down way fast. so it's even better. So we have divergence, we have exhaustion as well, and we also have the top. So we can set our order. The order is going to look like this. Regarding the stop loss, well, we want to be above, let's see, well, let's first set the target, which is going to be down here, as I said before. Okay, so the target is going to be down here, and the stop loss, I guess that here it might work. We want to stay above here, and give it a bit more room to go if the price should decide to move higher. We don't expect this to happen because it didn't happen here. It respected the setup, it respected the opposite setup here, and so why not here? Because I mean, we see these kind of setups every single day on each pair and on each asset. So whether you trade Forex, crypto, stocks, indexes, commodities, this happen very frequently, each and every day. Okay, so the setup is ready. I'll just keep you posted as the trade goes along. A quick update, guys. So the price initially went sideways, staying above our support here, which was to be expected, because when we have this kind of levels, they are very strong levels, they are major levels. So if it is a support, it's going to be a support very strongly. So it's gonna be difficult to break this level, but we eventually got down and we are now lower. The trade is still long before we reach the target, but the RSI is going down, so it's going down pretty much. So the RSI is just tracking what the price is doing, which is a good indication that the price should continue to fall down. The price is falling further. Right now it's retracing a little bit from its lowest level here, which was about halfway into our target. It made a bottom actually, and it's also got exhausted here, but I'm definitely not concerned about this bottom or this exhaustion, because there is no evidence from the movement of the RSI, from the movement of the price action, that this is going to be an actual bottom and we should expect a major uptrend. So I'm just keeping a closer look on this trade as it goes along, but I mean, we are very safe because we have this strong resistance, because I mean, it was a support before we started the trade, but then it's now a resistance. So it's on our side and it's working for us to keep the price low and to push it down. On the other hand, this support level, it will attract the price as it moves lower, because when we have this kind of levels, we know for sure that this level will be tested in the future. So the price will eventually go to that level. It's very likely. So as you can see here, when the level started, we couldn't tell that this was going to be a support in the future. But for instance, when the price went down here in this area, you see how it went all the way down around this buy area here, and then all the pressure that got here moved it all the way back up. But so it barely touched the buy area and then it went straight up, which means that this has a very strong it's a very strong support, but we know for sure from the past experience that these supports and these resistances get touched sometime in the future. So if we are expecting that the price falls, as we analyzed here before starting our trade, then we can confidently say that the price will come down and will touch our this support, which happens also to be our target. The price has moved even lower, so it is approaching our target. Now is slowing a little bit down, but because probably the same that I said before, this support is having a strong impact on the strength of the price, but the fact that the RSI is now oversold and exhausted and the price keeps moving lower should tell us that it should move even lower, because in this situation down here of the RSI could stay oversold and exhausted for a prolonged period of time, or even if it does not stay oversold because it comes back up here, but it could stay exhausted for a prolonged period of time, which means that the price, since it's moving down, it should continue to move down. We are not over yet, so we still need to be patient a bit more, but we can confidently say that our initial analysis was correct, and so we should get to our target without any big problem. And by the way, if we get there, the same would have happened if we started the trade back here in the first opportunity, because in the end, on this opportunity here, the target would still, at least I would have placed the target at the same level, so at this support level. Probably it would have been a better trade, well, not probably, but it would have been a better trade because the stop loss would have been probably a bit smaller and the target would have been much higher. So let's see, well, it's a very significant difference, because you see here it's a 2.73, here you got more than 6. Let's see if the stop loss is right. Well, probably it's not enough, because we should place it a bit higher. You see this wick here, I want to stay a bit higher than this one, so like this, but still it will be an almost a 6x return. In this case it's almost a 3x return, so I'd say this is half what we would have gotten if we would have got involved into the trade earlier, into this opportunity. But we, of course, the important thing right now is that we are into this trade and it's almost reaching our target, guys. It's almost reaching our target. I'll definitely keep you posted and see how the price moves. And we finally got to our target. So our almost 3x return is in our trading account, which means that right now we can lose the next 3 trades straight, and we will still be profitable, which is absolutely phenomenal. Considering the fact that within like 2 days we got 3 amazing opportunities, is just fantastic. Unfortunately, I didn't got this one and not even this one before, which was twice the return of the one that we took, but unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I was involved into other trades, so it's okay. With this trade I'm super happy. It's not the best return, because on average my average return is higher than 2.73, but it's still a very consistent, a very solid return, because with this kind of return we can have a consistent that we can consistently grow our trading account over time. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you have any question, of course, on this setup or the previous setups, feel free to ask in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and subscribe if you didn't already, and I'll see you guys in the next trade opportunity.